Hello, my Cancer Network friends. Donald Wilhelm back here with day 5, the final day of Thriving with Cancer. I hope you found the videos up till now to be very useful, very helpful, and I think they're like the foundation from which you can build from. And today's message will be hopefully some steps to lead you up and out of that foundation and kind of turn the keys over to you and let you run with it. So today's topic is called the deeper meaning of cancer. So, why did I get cancer? I don't mean the not eating well or not exercising or smoking or drinking alcohol or no meditation, all of that stuff that we talked about for the physical body. That's not what I'm referring to here. So cancer, any disease, is it's a suffering. It's pain. It's a suffering that is normal. It's a completely normal part of life. Yeah. No matter what faith you belong to, all faiths pretty much believe we're not just meat suits running around the streets, and our goal is to attain as much stuff as we can, and there's nothing else inside of us. Everybody believes there is a being, there is some sort of energy that will exist beyond. And in the Buddhist philosophy, suffering is perfectly normal. In fact, you can't get away from it, and it is the teacher. It is the biggest teacher of all. Is what you do with your suffering. The problem with suffering becomes when you cling to desired outcomes. So let's say I have cancer and I'm clinging to the desire to be healthy. Well, that causes pain and suffering to me. And let's say I'm clinging to things like I want a new house, I want this car, I want to marry that person, I want this idiot to get out of my way in traffic. I don't want that road to be closed. I want to have a helicopter. Whatever. I want my kids to do better in school. I want. Anything that starts with I want or I desire is clinging. And as soon as you latch onto something in that fashion, it becomes pain. And so what I'm trying to do today is kind of open your mind up a little bit so that you can see, even with cancer, wanting to be healthy is a good thing. And understanding your suffering is a good thing. But clinging with desperation to being healed is a very bad thing. And that causes emotional suffering inside of you. It doesn't let you allow your being to exist in the now and really enjoy life where it's at. Because that's the only place you can find life, is right here in the now. It's not behind you. That's gone. It's already happened in the past, and it can't be relived. And in fact, if you're trying to relive times and emotions from the past, and you're trying to bring them forward into the now, that's clinging, and that is pain. And you can't control the future. It's out there, and it cannot be controlled. All things will change beyond your control. And if you're trying to control an outcome, and you're clinging to an outcome, that's pain. You're causing yourself emotional pain. So what I'm trying to do is really open the door to say, look, right here, right now. Life is right here, and this is where you should spend your time. And of course, it's not something that we're inherently born with here, especially in the Western society. It's a process, and you need to learn to do it. But it's worth it, because you can take on challenges like you've never seen before once you can keep yourself in the now. Really stay focused and avoid that clinging. So I will give you a book recommendation, Dancing with Life, and the author is Philip Moffitt. It's a very, very good book. I'll include a link on this so that you can find it on Amazon in my email. But this book has been tremendously helpful to me in trying to learn to live in the now, and I would highly, highly suggest that to anybody who's interested in exploring that further. So, that my message for today is a very simple one, is to stay in the now, learn to focus on avoiding pain. Don't cause yourself any emotional pain. You got enough trouble. Picture the pain that the suffering. Let me change that. The suffering, which again is a normal part of life. It is what it is. Life is suffering. So it equals, it's a very simple equation. But picture how you're going to handle that suffering as you're handed the suffering, you look at it, you don't cling to a desired outcome associated with the suffering, and you throw the suffering behind you into a giant wooden wagon, like from old days, old West days. And you're throwing all of this suffering that you have to take with you into your wagon. But the wagon can handle the load. It's not too much for the wagon. It doesn't crush the wheels. The thing doesn't collapse under the weight. It's just a little harder when you go uphill. It's a little slower sometimes on the uphill parts. So the wagon can handle the suffering. And if you can view your cancer or your disease, your financial situation, whatever that pain is that you're clinging to, let go of it, put it in a wagon, and understand that the wagon can handle it. It's not too much. So the last thing that I want to mention, the ultimate item for the wagon, if you would, especially in this country, is death. People are ironically morbidly afraid of death, and it's going to happen. None of us are getting out of here alive. Not a single one of us. And you have no clue when that day will be that you'll pass away. No idea. So any time or desires that you spend clinging to an outcome that I want to live till I'm 80, or I want to do this before I die, I want to climb that mountain, I want to, desires you're grabbing on, and you're causing yourself emotional pain. So I got to get you to get out of that habit. And it does take some practice. And I'm here to tell you it is well worth it, because it gives you just an amazing inner peace, bliss. It's a great way to look at life. So that's it for the overall messages of Thriving with Cancer. If you didn't check out any of the links and you want more information on my journeys, this is my book. I wrote this book. It's called This Time's a Charm, Lessons of a 4-Time Cancer Survivor. This book's available on Amazon.com. If you choose to, you can contact me directly and I can get you a signed copy. Otherwise, just click on the link. It'll take you right to my book on Amazon.com, and that's where I poured heart and soul into this book to give you an understanding of really what are the emotional mechanics involved in getting cancer. There's so much information out there that it's all the same bleached information about cancer, prognosis, what are the odds, what drugs are used, what are the side effects, and there's plenty of that out there. This book is a journey for me, having cancer 4 times, but you'll also witness my emotional growth throughout this book. And believe me, it was all over the board, from fast cars and drugs and strippers to, it was all over the board to the current day. So I would humbly recommend that you pick up a copy of this. And I think you're going to be surprised at the content. And check out I'll send you a link and check out what some of the readers that have already read the book took time out to go back and leave comments about for me and recommending the book to others. So that's it. That's my only message. I definitely will be staying in touch. So until then, I appreciate your time and your participation in this. I hope it was of use and benefit to you. And I wish you health and wellness. Take care, my friends.